Chinese pro-Taiwan anti-CCP Restoration Party (CARP), we call on the global democracies led by the United States to vigorously assist Chinese the disintegration of the CCP, and assist Chinese to welcome the return of the Republic of China on Taiwan to Nanjing, the capital, and complete the mission of restoring the country Chinese People's Power, the solution to China issue. Since 1949, there has been an issue of two governments of China claiming sole legitimacy in representing China against each other. Knowingly, they are the People's Republic of China, PRC, founded by the Chinese Communist Party, CCP, in the mainland in 1949, and Republic of China, ROC, founded after the fall of Qing dynasty in 1911 to 1949 in the mainland/1949 now in Taiwan. Over the years, the PRC has been growing to be an economic superpower under the one-party communist authoritarian ruling, rejecting any move to democracy and challenging international norms. Domestically, the PRC dictatorship has been suppressing its own people with extreme policies including forcible acquisition of private lands, private businesses, restrictions of freedom of movement with hukubuk, household registration, imposition of one-child birth permit on families with forcible abortions, persecution of ethnic Tibetans, Uyghurs, and Falun Gong practitioners with re-education camps and organ harvesting, persecution of pro-democracy activists such as Tiananmen Square massacre of peaceful students in 1989. More importantly, PRC's military buildup is posing serious threat to world peace, particularly in the East Asia-Pacific region, given that Beijing has been threatening to take out Republic of China through military invasion of Taiwan. The island of Taiwan, where Republic of China has been since 1949, has progressed to a full democracy from Chiang Kai-shek's KMT authoritarian state. The ROC played a critical role in defeating the acts of evils during World War II in alliance with the US and the UK, and was a founding member of the United Nations, holding permanent membership in the UN Security Council until 1971. Today's ROC, as a democratic nation, has been a responsible contributor to humanity in terms of world economy, international values, science and technology, and regional peace. The country does not deserve constant serious security threat from across the Taiwan Strait by the PRC. The security threat to ROC in Taiwan and broadly to the East Asia region comes from the CCP China in the mainland. Beijing has been utilizing whatever it can to suppress ROC on world stage. Republic of China will be facing total annihilation by the CCP state unless international democracies come to the rescue. International communities shall be urged to reach a consensus that the CCP state must go. Republic of China shall reassert sovereignty over mainland China for the purpose of eliminating the CCP threats to the region permanently. To begin with, the United States must take leadership actions in supporting the ROC's move to resume membership of the UN. The people of Republic of China shall not be excluded from international communities, and their voices deserve to be heard. Republic of China can follow the suit of precedent set by Beijing in the early 1970s, when Government of the People's Republic of China, PRC, applied to replace Republic of China, ROC, in China's representation in the United Nations, referring to Article 18 of the UN Charter. The PRC argued successfully that its 600 million citizens should not be excluded from the UN and their voice should be heard. In response to UN Resolution 1668, a vote was held with 76 voted for, 35 voted against and 17 abstained. UN General Assembly Resolution 2758 was passed on October 25, 1971, recognizing the People's Republic of China, PRC, as the only legitimate representative of China to the United Nations and removing the representative of Chiang Kai-shek, referring to Republic of China, ROC, from the United Nations. One may argue that the ROC population is just a little over 23 million people that are too weak to rally up international supports. However, one shall not forget that Republic of China inherited its legitimacy from the late Qing, and the PRC was a rebel political entity that overturned ROC government in the mainland with support of Soviet Russia. Pursuant to the 1946 Constitution of Republic of China, CCP, and its State of the People's Republic of China is an illegal organization and has been outlawed by ROC since 1927. It was the international community that embraced the CCP with diplomatic recognition, after Beijing was allowed membership of the UN and its Security Council in 1971. That said, the ROC Constitution asserts that the mainland is a fallen territory of Republic of China and the people there are all ROC citizens together with the people in Taiwan. The real population of the ROC is 1 billion plus. The reality is that the mainland Chinese has been hijacked as hostages and not allowed to claim citizenship of the ROC. The ROC authorities in Taiwan has tightened its criteria on mainlanders' resumption of ROC citizenry for whatever reasons. More and more mainland Chinese have been waking up to reject the CCP ruling and recognizing ROC as their nation. This is a political deadlock that needs to be resolved with a change of heart from both the international communities and the ROC federal government. They must acknowledge the will of the Chinese people and the people power that will, definitely, bring change to China and further to the world. It's great to see Washington's change of policies in response to Beijing's whole-of-government hostilities to the U.S. and the greater Western democracies, with Obama's pivot to Asia-Pacific, Trump's trade war and high-tech sanction, and Biden's Parliamentary Committee on China issue. More impressively, former Secretary of State Mike Pompeo called for separating the Chinese Communist Party from the Chinese people. His remarks have racked Beijing's political nerves with blatant warning that the CCP and the Chinese people are one inseparable entity. CCP is Chinese people and Chinese people is CCP.